Hi dear learners, welcome to my video. So today we will be learning about the summary of the poem Listeners. Okay, so let's see some of the figures of speech of this poem as having. Number first is alliteration. Okay, alliteration. So it is the use of successive consonant sounds in the same line. For example, forest, ferny floor, his horse. Okay, so next one is your personification. The poet used silence, shadowiness, and stillness as if the emotions of their own. This one is the personification. Imagery. It is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. For example, needle stared and leafy sky and louder and lifted his head. Okay, so the rhyme scheme here is ABCB. So the theme of the poem is isolation, mystery of life. So let's check the summary of the poem Listeners. Okay, an unnamed figure, the traveler knocks on the door of a house in the moonlight and asks if there is anyone inside. The traveler's horse grazes in the quiet forest while traveler waits for a response. A bird flies out of a small tower on the house and over the traveler's head. The traveler knocks again, more forcefully, and repeats his question. No one comes down from the house to meet him. No one even leans out of the window to look at him. Inside the house is a group of costly wings. They crowd around the staircase onto which moonlight streaks. As the quiet atmosphere in the house is disturbed by the traveler's voice. Outside, the traveler senses a strange presence in the silence that meets his question. His horse, undisturbed, continues to graze in the dark forest, the sky above full of stars and obscured by trees. The traveler suddenly beats on the door once again, even louder than before. He then calls, asking whoever is listening to pass a message that no one answered when he came, but he kept his promise. The listeners don't make any motion in response to this. The traveler's words reverberate through the dark, empty house, coming from only living people around. The phantom listeners hear him jump up onto his horse, and then the sound of her shoes on the stone path as the traveler rides away. The silence of the forest quickly returns as sound of the horse's faithful riding fades away. So the genre of the poem is mystery. Okay, so some of the suggested readings for you all is that Astrophobos by H.P. Lovecraft. Number 2, The Black Heras by Cesar Vallejo. Thank you. See you in my next video.